Hi everyone, welcome to today's book discussion. So today I'll be discussing an author whose second book I just finished, Micheal Afenfia. The first time I actually read this book, I read The Mechanics of Yanogwa, and this time around we'll be discussing Rain Can Never Know. I had to use this background music because this man takes me to places that I do not ever think of. He's a very crazy author, and I feel like from reading his books, you're able to know what his personality is like. I just get this feeling like this man. So today we'll be discussing Rain Can Never Know. I like the title. Rain Can Never Know. You'd actually think it's this kind of solemn book, and you start and you're like, oh my god, how did we get to this point? Because rain should never have known. So today in Rain Can Never Know, we'll be discussing a character that went through life, love, hurt, rape, and a host of other negative things. And you get to a certain point, you begin to think, oh, Rain is actually going to have her life in the way that it's meant to be, only for it to turn around eventually. And you're like, oh my god, I don't think there's any respite for this lady. What are the various character traits or societal ills discussed by the author? The women. I'd actually like to speak to the author. How does he conceive these women? These women who are strong, who are very sarcastic, who have a way with words, who have a way with their lives. I think in reading The Mechanics of Yanogwa, the other lead character, the female lead character, was the strong person, knew what she wanted from life and all that. But Rain is actually the opposite. But there is always a similarity. The women in his books are crazy in thoughts and in actions. It's like it's like there's an extreme case of sanity then insanity. Like they know how to switch to both sides, and whatever you want is actually on the menu. I think this is one of the things that draws me to Micheal Afenfia and his books. The author also applies sarcasm a lot. There's a lot of sarcasm in words, the responses, and you will definitely know that this is a very funny author. One of the societal ills spoken about by the author is religious abracadabra. Like they are everywhere. They begin this business of they can see things, they see God for you, they get to fast on your behalf, and you get to pay them. I think religion and Christianity or whatever you believe in should be a personal journey. It doesn't have to reflect off what another person says. I think it majorly has to do with your own belief and your personal relationship with your God or whatever it is that you choose to believe in. Again, I would like to ask, what is marriage when scheming is the order of the day? What is marriage when the idea and the purpose is for you to use the other party to your own advantage? That is not a marriage. That is not a marriage at all. And it cannot even be called a contract because the weights are not balanced. So when you're using someone for your own advantage and you're coming with the face of marriage, please, we can actually do better. I'd like to also speak about the essence of having a written will in the case of deaths. I know Africans, anyway, let me not use Africa because there are very educated Africans who appreciate the fact that you have to have a written will. But for some of us who feel like, oh, what do I have to will to someone? What do I have to leave behind? I think it's always pertinent. You see that your small money in the bank, you can actually also write down that okay, they should give to so person because sometimes people go off and nobody knows what they have. These monies stay in the banks for years while the families are wondering, oh, where to eat, what to eat, and how to get sustenance. So I think it is pertinent that we appreciate, no matter how small, the ability to write wills in case of death. And this cannot be overemphasized. Rape is a bad thing. Say no to rape. Honestly, it is dehumanizing, it is cruel, it is not something you want to wish upon your enemy. And most of the books that I have read always have a way of bringing this in. It is a very cruel thing. Some of the victims never survive, they never heal. So it is very pertinent that at every opportunity that we get to speak and to also preach the word that no means no. And no matter what you think or no matter what you feel, consent is key. Consent is very, very paramount. In this vein, I hope you get to read any of the books written by Micheal Afenfia. He's a very great author, and when you just know that this man, I need to finish all his works. So till we get to meet some other time, I wish you a very, very nice day. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.